Hello, my name is Hannah DeLeon, and for my final project about second wave feminism, I will be discussing Angela Davis and the Black Power movement. About Angela Davis. She was born January 26 in 1944, and she is currently 71 years old. She was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and is known as an activist and philosopher. It is said that she is best known as a radical African-American educator and activist for civil rights. For her academics, she studied philosophy at Brandeis University in 1961. She was a philosopher and teacher at the University of Santa Cruz and San Francisco University. She was also hired to teach at the University of California, but they fired her for her association with communism and the communist movement. She ended up taking them to court and got her job back. For the groups that she was a part of, she was greatly influenced by the deaths of the 4 girls killed in the bombing of the Baptist Church in Birmingham. She's active with the SNCC and was often associated with the Black Panther movement. She joined the Communist Party USA after Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination in 1968, and she also ran for vice presidency of the Communist Party in 1980. The SNCC stands for Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and their goal was to desegregate through nonviolent confrontations. They also supported voter registration among African American citizens. The Communist Party USA was founded in 1919. They first started off as being influential in the struggles for democratic rights. They opposed racism and attempted to integrate the workplace. The Black Panthers were founded in 1966 by Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. They made demands for full employment and adequate housing. They placed patrols that followed the police around their neighborhoods, and they also focused on community service work. There was also an issue with the Soledad brothers, which refers to John Clutchette, Fleta Drumgo, and George Jackson. During George Jackson's trial, there was an escape attempt and several people were killed in the courtroom in 1970. Because of this, Angela Davis was briefly on the FBI's most wanted list for fleeing arrest. She was brought up on murder charges, among other things, and some of the evidence that they had against her was that both of the guns used were registered under her name. After a year or 2 in prison and pleading not guilty, she was acquitted in 1972. Here are some of the books that she has written. First, we have Women, Race, and Class, which was published in 1980 and discussed the history of the women's movement. Second, there is an autobiography that she has written in 1989, which reflects on her life as an activist and the influences in her life. And lastly, in 2003, she wrote Are Prisons Obsolete?, which talked about the abolition of prisons. And here is a general timeline. So first she was born in 1944. 1961 she attends Brandeis University. 1963 was the bombing in Birmingham, Alabama. 1968 she joined the Communist Party. 1969 she is a teacher at University of California. 1970 is the incident with the Soledad brothers. 1971 she was acquitted from jail. In 1980, she wrote Women, Race, and Class. In 1989 was her autobiography. And finally, in 2003, she wrote Are Prisons Obsolete? And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.